This is part 2 of the test tips, and I apologize for the lack of sound on the last one. So let's take a look here. It says Nayeli wants to join Exercise Club. Belly Busters charges a sign-up fee of $50 and $40 per month. Look, I'm going to change this to $60. It's going to make the problem work out better. Zip Your Hips is a $100 fee and $20 per month. What's the minimum number of months that Nayeli needs to go to Zip Your Hips in order to be paying less than Belly Busters each month? Okay, so first of all, we need to define our variables. And I'm going to let X equal the number of months that they're going, that Nayeli amount she has to pay. Now let's write two equations. So we have Belly Busters is 60 sign-up fee and 40 per month. So we're going to say Y. I'm going to put BB here. Y equals 40X plus 60. And then Zip Your Hips, 100 fee plus 20 per month. So we're going to say ZH is Y equals 20X plus 100. Now, since both of these are in Y equals already, how about we just use our calculator on this one? So we're going to go to our calculator, and you're going to go to Y equals, and you're going to type this one in Y1 and this one into Y2. So pause and do that. Okay, so when you hit graph, you get a picture that looks like this. So what I decided to do was to hit my window key, which is right here. It's hard to see. And I changed my window so that the X is 0, the X max is 10, the Y min is 0, and the Y max is 200. When I do that, this is what I get. So it's a much nicer graph. You can see the intersection point here. And so now you want to use your calculator and do second, and then hit the trace button, and then punch the number 5 on your calculator, and then hit enter 3 times. Enter, enter, enter. And when you do that, this is what you get. So do second trace 5, enter, enter, enter. Make sure it says intersection right here. And when you do that, you see that the intersection is 2, 140. Okay, so let's go back to the question. So that intersection was 2, 140. So that means after 2 months of doing the exercise clubs, that's when the price will be the same. So this is months. Remember, X was months and 140 was the money. But that's not what the question asks. It says, when will Belly Busters be, when will Zip Your Hips be less than Belly Busters? So I just went to my table. You can do that by doing second, graph, and I'm just going to write down what's in the table, remembering that the first equation that I put in mine in Y1 was Belly Busters, and the second one was Zip Your Hips. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to just copy down what I've got. So when I look at the table, we can see this is where they are the same, but it's in month 3 that it becomes less. So don't make the mistake on a quiz or a test of saying it's month 2. Month 2 is when it's the same. Month 3 is when Zip Your Hips is less. So, okay, good. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, on this one, I want you to do this yourself. You can hit pause and try it. I think the most efficient way to work this out is to plug these numbers in to X and Y to figure out which ones are solutions. Has to work for both in order to be a solution. So give that a try. Hit pause and then come back, okay? Okay, so I worked all these out and I found out that 1 and 3 both work. You can look at my work. It needs to be true for both. So if you want to hit pause and look at my work there for a minute, make sure it matches yours. But 1 and 3 worked, 2 and 4 did not. It has to be true for both equations. Okay, the last one says 500 tickets sold for Saturday performance. Tickets cost $7.50 for adults and $4 for children. A total of $3,312.50 were sold, or was taken in money-wise. How many adults attended? So we got 500 tickets here. I'll tell you what, why don't you hit pause and try it, but in order for ours to match, let's use X for adults and Y for children. Go ahead and you do that and see how you do, and come back and you can see me work it out, okay? Okay, let's start here. There's my variables. I just put the amounts here so I could keep track of them. And so one of the equations deals with the number of tickets, the other one deals with the money. So here's my two equations. Now here's how I'm going to solve it. I'm going to take this equation and I'm going to multiply it by -4. That way this will become -4y, and I can use elimination. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can continue on yours. I'm going to hit pause while I work it out. Okay, so I multiplied by -4, and while I'm showing you this, if you go up to the top of your paper on the front where your name is and put 3 stars, might get you an extra point. So 375 adults, and if it asks for children, you would just take this amount and plug it in for X right there and solve it out, and you would find out that the children is 125. Okay, so that's the end, and again, sorry about the second video, and good luck on the test tomorrow. Bye.